Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We are here in Old Man Jenkins' shack, I suppose. We collected all his stuff, even though I am going to break these pots. Break a couple of, if I can manage to do it. A bomb arrow. Definitely worth it. A powerful arrow designed to destroy monsters. The explosive power packed into the tip ignites on impact, dealing massive damage to anyone caught in the blast. And another spicy pepper. Let's go ahead and read this book here. While standing on his stool. The Old Man's Diary. We have the option to respect his privacy, but because he doesn't respect contracts, we will read it. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy warm doublet. Let's read more. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Excuse me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I only have my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. Okay, so considering it's a spicy meat and seafood dish, I'm gonna go out on a wild limb and say that it's probably a fish is the ingredient. Oh, another mushroom. One we don't have. A rushroom. A mushroom that can grow almost anywhere but prefers ceilings and sheer cliffs. Cook it before eating to temporarily increase your movement speed. Cool beans. Excuse me, I have some kind of weird cough going on. So let's see. I don't think you can use, like, already cooked meat in recipes. And I would like that warm doublet. So, oops, I need to figure out a way to find some meat and some fish. I know how to find fish. That's the easy business. You just jump into some water and there's fish. I don't know how I keep hitting that button, but I do, and it's just slightly annoying. So let's see if there's a place that I can go. How distracted do we want to be? That's the thing. I remember more about the first, like the plateau, than I do other areas, just because, I've done the plateau area like 2 or 3 times. Híjole. Okay. And I do know that one of the, that last shrine is like in a cold area. So I could use that warm doublet. And I know that it's kind of like a... It's not a rare item, because you can always get it, but... And it's relatively easy to get. I mean, you just find some seafood and meat and peppers and make this dish. But I do know that when Old Man Jenkins is done, then you can't get it anymore. So I'm prone to trying to get it. I'm prone to try. Oh my god. I'm just like collecting all these arrows because why not? It's gonna get me killed. So I think I am going to try to find some meat and some fish. Oh, jeez. That one I did on purpose. On accidental purpose. Let's get some arrows here. And some goblin parts. I don't need a shield. I don't need to... See, I'm having to run around because I was running around while he was shooting at me. So, try to get them all. Oh, pick up that apple. Arrows, apples, acorns, all of the A things. See, I don't think I can use this meat. Seared steak. I think once it's been cooked, once it's been cooked, you can't use it anymore for recipes. Let's see what we get in our treasure chest. Da 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 da. Throwing spears. Again, I'm not really interested in the spears. I've tried them before, and I just am not very good at it. Oh no. Bees. Not the bees. Let's not chuck my weapon. Genius. I think you have to just hit them twice and then they fly away and pretend like they don't know what's going on. Oh my god, I keep hitting this button. Eventually, someday when I do have... Oh, cool, 5 bomb arrows. When I do have a horse, and I'm going to be calling them from all over, everywhere. My horse is just going to show up no matter where I am. Nope, that's death. Pure and sure and certain death. Let's see, let's take a look at a map here. So, I think there might be some... There should be fish ideally here in the River of the Dead, although that doesn't seem like a fun place to fish. And there might be some animals that could give me meat in this forest-looking area behind me. Is this a fact? I keep turning around. Is this a fact? Let's see. Let's see, can I make a little mark? Okay. Let's go back to Old Man Jenkins' house real quick. Just so we can mark it, so I know where he is. Where'd you go, Old Man Jenkins? There you are. Okay, stamp. Let's do it with like a pot, I guess. He does have a pot here to use, so we'll go ahead and do that. And let's go into this foresty area and try to hunt some meat. Okay, I already looked at all this stuff. Don't need it. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with this little cough thing that I have going on. I don't know that this is foresty enough for actual animals. It's definitely not enough water for fish. Who do you do, Mr. Owl? Nope. Okay. I know that there is some... Oof. Okay. So, the forest, this forest of spirits, definitely has animals and stuff in there. I guess let's go here. Fun times. And we will try to... Oh, map stamps. I just used one of those. Reminders of important discoveries like the location of a cooking pot or something unusual you want to investigate later. Take a little sip of water real quick. Alright. So, let's see. Are there fish in here that I can catch? I would love to catch one. And not drown in this relatively shallow water. Nope. No fish. Okay. So... Nope. My fingers are too chonky, too. Let's put just a pin here, so that way we know where we're headed. My fingers are too chonky on the Joy-Cons for... This water looks gross. I don't... Okay, look. I don't think I'm gonna catch any fish in here. Oh, and then I died. Oh, jeez. Never mind. Obviously, that's disgusting water that murders you. So what? Are these magnetic? Nope. No, they are not. But there's a magnetic rock in here, which is weird. Oh, I see. It's a thing. Oh! It's a Korok! I found you. You're not Hestu. But you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. I got a Korok seed. This small seed was given to you by a Korok. It has a distinct smell. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know what that means. If you gather a bunch of them, you never know what might happen. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places, too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. Okay. Ah, so this is a thing that I need either the icy one for or my paraglider that I was promised and still don't have. Let's see if we can find some meat. Meat. I mean, there's a squirrel, but I don't think I can kill a squirrel. Not because of any moral. Oh, I can. Did it give me meat? No, you just give me 3 acorns. Squirrels are not made out of acorns. Okay, I just want to get that out of the way right now. Squirrels are in fact made out of meat. Oh, it sounded like an animal made out of meat, too. Ho, ho, ho. That is indeed an animal made out of meat. Ah, shoot. Okay. Let's just... No, I don't want to explode it, because if I do... Man. Oh. If I do, it'll cook the meat, and I don't want cooked meat. Oh no, don't run away. Where'd you go, meat pig? Oh, gone forever. Man. Hey. I'm gonna steal some random person's bow and arrow. Thank you, random person. What do I have here? I have the traveler's bow. Oh, man. Meat I have found, but meat I could not get. Bokoblins don't have meat on them. I'm on a mission. A meat mission. What is that? That doesn't look like meat. Oh! I gotcha. What are you doing? I'm hunting here. You'll scare off my prey like that, at least crouch down a bit. If you find meat, share with me. It's the least you can do. That's a big, huge tree. And usually, where there are big... No, stop. Usually where there are big, huge trees, there's something on the top. Let's see if we can see what's up there. Unless I fall in the middle and die. Take take a drink while I'm climbing. Oh, there's nothing up here. What a disappointment. No, man. Now what? I wonder if I'll die from this height. What if I eat a couple apples to get my strength up and just go for it? Well, I lost that. Okay, we're hunting meat. And even though they like to pretend like squirrels aren't made out of meat, and they are, I guess we can't have that. Ho ho. Meat. Unless that's Old Man Jenkins again. Nope, it's meat. Come on. Don't go far away, no. Every time I think, oh, I'll get this meat. And I don't know. There's another pig over there, but I don't know if it's the same one I hit or if it's a new one. I guess I can only shoot it and find out. Oh, meat. Raw meat. Meat obtained from animals in plains and forests. You can eat it raw, but cooking it will make it more delicious and nutritious. And acorns. Apparently this wild boar was made out of acorns and meat. Perfect. So now the only thing that I need left is fish. And it looks like on the mini-map there might be some water right here. Of course, bokoblins are doing stuff and things over here. Let's see. They don't have meat. Oh man. That was beautiful. Alright. Hopefully I won't die like 700 times at this bokoblin camp. Considering all I want to do is fish here. Realistically. Ah! Gotta eat some apples. What a sound he makes, huh? Oh. Kids. And here we go. A treasure that I didn't even know I wanted. Let's run around and collect some stuff real quick. Hopefully he dropped some arrows. He did. And we'll collect. I don't know any of the... Not a fish, but a frog. I don't know any of the recipes that's needed to use like the monster parts. And I think you can sell them, but I don't know. I'm just collecting everything. Opal! Cool beans. Cool beans. You know, for giving you a speed boost, they're not very fast. This water I don't think is deep enough for fish. Oh. Oh. Nope, that's an arrow. I mean, cool, but it's not what I wanted. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, I guess let's go to the River of the Dead. Because that just sounds awesome. But maybe when I'm there, I can catch some fish. Oh, what is this? Hyrule herb. This healthy herb grows abundantly in the plains of Hyrule. Cook it before eating it to increase the number of hearts it restores. Okay. So I guess this will be a slightly longer episode because it has just been me completely running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Oh. Blue nightshade, a plant that grows in quieter areas of Hyrule. At night, it gives off a soft glow. Cook with it to increase your stealth. Okay, well, in real life, nightshades are poisonous, so who knows how that works, but I will take note. Sometimes in these really big trees, you can find birds' eggs, I know. But I haven't found one yet, and I don't know if there's a specific one. I think it's empty. I don't know if there's a specific kind that you have to. Oh, hey. So these rocks look like there might be something behind here. Whoops. Nope. So we're going to put a bomb here and run away. And get a chest. What's inside? Amber. Nice. I think just a... Oh, hello. Okay, I do know that there are fish. So... Where's another Korok? You found me. A Korok seed. Bye-bye. And here we can find fish. I know that for sure. Uh-huh. I was just talking about you. Hyrule bass. Not a bass, a bass. An ordinary fish that can be found all over Hyrule. It can be eaten raw, but cooking it amplifies its healing abilities. Let's not test our luck, though. I don't want to drown in. I'd like to catch a couple more. Just because I seem to be having trouble catching fish. But if I can't, I can't. Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out what the fastest way. I guess just here and running along the edge is the fastest way to get there. Alright, Mr. Crazy Man. Mr. Jenkins. Alright, so it was raw meat, a fish, and let's do all 3 peppers. Should we save before this in case I get it wrong? I will. Because I have no idea if that's the right number. Oh, I have to put them back in my arms. Okay. Hold. And 1 meat and 1 fish. Cook it. Okay, and what does it give me? Spicy meat and seafood fry. Okay. It grants low-level cold resistance, a filling dish made by cooking fresh seafood and meat together. So it gives you 5 hearts? Or 7 hearts? I'm not really sure because one of the hearts has a 5 and then there's 2 more. I don't know what that means. And then 8 minutes and 30 seconds of cold resistance. So... Okay. If you're moved by any wild culinary inspirations, feel free to cook yourself a meal using my pot over there. I cooked something. Am I going to show him the... Wait, is that... That looks just like my signature perfect dish. Spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose that's not important. Can I trouble you to share the recipe? Ah, of course. Hyrule Bass. How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warm doublet. Would you look at that? He actually gave me the thing that he promised he would give me. A warm pullover typically worn by mountain folk. Its sturdy fabric and thick gloves are great at retaining body heat. So even though this still has only 1 armor like my Nintendo shirt, it gives me cold resistance. With that, you'll be able to resist the bite of colder environments. As for me, I know a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe, so I can do without that warm doublet. All right. And I guess before we move on... Whoops. No. Okay. I didn't mean to talk to you. I know. The paraglider. I know I have to climb a mountain next, so I'm going to cook something with some stamina. Because our next energizing mushroom skewer instantly refills some of your stamina wheel. This simple mushroom-packed skewer has its colorful presentation to thanks for its appeal. Our next shrine is up there, and we have to climb, and I know it. So, let's see, if we do 2 of these, and 1 of these bee honeys, because this is stamina recovery, will it give me... Will it give me a full wheel? I don't want to go more than a full wheel because... Oh, a full wheel. And I don't know, is that 5 or 6 hearts? I can't tell. Alright, well, our next shrine is up on top of that hill. I was pretty sure that he would come and talk to me, but... Oh no, that's wrong. Let's see, will this make it across? It does. Okay, I just see some bokoblins over here. But I don't see the actual... I know what happens. I keep pushing the wrong side of down. I can't think I already got over there. I think that's where I got the honey. I think it doesn't respawn the enemies, but it does respawn the, like, planks and everything. Oh, okay, let's not die. Nope. Climb up. Very careful. Don't fall. Haha! I did it. Okay, so let's... I shouldn't get such a kick out of blowing up the goblins, should I? I don't think so, but I do. Goodness, so many apples. And we'll drop this guy into wood. And we'll check, let's see what's going on here. What I didn't jettison off the side. All the rest of the bokoblin loot is at the bottom of the ravine. But it looks like there is an explodey rock here. Whoops. And what did I find? A treasure chest. Let's see if it's something good. 5 fire arrows. Nice. Is there anything back here around here? Nope. Okay. So our temple is up there. Oops. Let's see if we can get up there. We'll see. We shall see. So, I need, let's see, where's this one? Energizing mushroom skewer. We'll eat this somehow while we're clung to the side of a mountain. We'll try not to fall down. I do have, I mean, I wouldn't like to use that mushroom and honey one purely because, which I might have to anyway, purely because it gives you so many hearts, and right now my hearts are full. Let's see, maybe I can make it to the sledge. Let's see. Can I just eat the stemella mushrooms? Nope. Oh no. There I go. I died. Okay. Let's continue from my last save. I don't know where that is. Oh no. Falling death. Man, they give you these tips after the fact, don't they? Oh no, where am I? Oh, okay, good. Oh, that was a little scary. Maybe this isn't the best place to... I don't know. I don't know that there's a right and a wrong way to climb up this mountain. Let's take a look around real quick. See if there's like some... Oh, I see. There is a right and wrong way. Okay. So here, if we look up, there are like little cliffs. So we can rest. I just really tried to... I tried hard. Harder than was necessary. So now we'll just do a little hut and hoeing up the mountain. Alright, and then you stop on these little cliff faces and hope, hep, hope, hep. Okay. Does it take longer? Probably, but you don't die, so that's always good. I mean, I guess it takes much longer to die 6 times and come back than it does to just take a rest on these little alcoves. Man, it sounds painful to climb this mountain. I mean, I guess he is free climbing. His poor fingers are probably tired. Oh no. I don't know what this super bright light means. If it's getting cold. Oh, it is. Okay. So, that means I'm going to put on my cold weather clothes. This doesn't sound good. Sounds like there are some monsters like directly above me. Alright, let's get up this mountain here. If we can get up here, can I change? I can, just on the side of the mountain I changed my weapon. Then we can stop up here for the episode. Ta-da! Owadime Shrine. There's a chest under here, so that's fun. Alright. Let's save. Whoops. Save here. And that is where we will stop our episode today. Sorry it's a little longer. Thanks for chilling out with me. Thank you everyone and anyone who's watching and playing along with me. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.